We're finally easing out of restrictions, so it's a great time to meet up with friends and family and enjoy a drink. So make sure to check out this video because I'm going to feature 7 of the best pub gardens that London has to offer. So we're finally starting to ease out of restrictions in London, and that means that things are opening up, including non-essential retail as well as outdoor eating. So in this video, I'm going to be highlighting for you some of the best places to meet up, have a drink, and actually enjoy a great meal. If you're new to my channel, I'm Arinzeh with Onyx Property Team and Keller Williams. I feature videos about the London property market and living in this fabulous city, sharing so much about the life and culture of London. Moving to a city or considering a place to live is not just about the housing, but also about the lifestyle that it offers. And I think London is just so exceptional because you have choices across the board in every little part of the city for whatever it is you crave. Long are the days where London was considered a terrible place to eat and drink. It has come such a long way. It's got fabulous restaurants, but even the pub experience has improved so much. We've got gastropubs now, and really the quality of food and drink at your pubs are exceptional. So since we still have to stay outside, I thought I'd share this video about some of the best places to enjoy a meal outside. First up is the Spaniards Inn. This historic inn dates back to 1585 and sits on the edge of Hampstead Heath near Kenwood House in northwest London. It's a perfect place to grab a pint or drink after a long walk on the Heath. This lovely beer garden has fairy lights throughout, creating a magical oasis. The menu is quite a scale and includes shallot and Armagnac tart tartine and pan-roasted venison with spiced squash puree. You'll be so glad you visited, as you'll be in the company with Charles Dickens and John Keats, and who frequented for drinks in the past. Now let's head southeast and feature Mercado Metropolitano. This is a really well-kept secret in Elephant and Castle. At 15,000 square feet and seating over 500 seats, it is absolutely massive. What's also cool is that there are more than 40 drink and food vendors. Don't miss the on-site microbrewery German Craft, a craft brewery rooted in German tradition which specializes in authentic German-style beers. And there's also a distillery from a sustainable urban gin and tonic. Now we're going to feature another great pub that happens to be in Hampstead, and it's called the Duke of Hamilton. Its roots go back to 1721 and it's been a favorite watering hole of actors Richard Burton, Peter O'Toole, and Oliver Reed. This sweet spot, beloved by locals for over 300 years, is just a 2-minute walk from Hampstead Heath. They serve cocktails, an impressive selection of wines and beers, and apparently their gin and tonic is legendary. Also, the food is exceptional, including their Sunday roast with seasonal British produce and local ingredients served up. Duke of Hamilton shows how far pub food has come from fish and chips. In 2019, the Duke was brought back to life by local brothers Ben and Ed, who grew up in the area, along with their childhood friend Adam. These are the stories that are great to see and really what makes London so special. It's about that history that goes back hundreds of years. Here you have a place where you can enjoy in the 21st century that has roots dating back to the 18th. Speaking of roots, we must mention Gordon's Wine Bar. Not sure if this is a pub garden per se, but it's definitely one of my favorites, so worth a mention. It is one of London's oldest wine bars dating back to 1890 and has been frequented by poet Rudyard Kipling. A subterranean, cavernous space, the building's records date back to the 1600s. Close to Covent Garden and London's Theatreland, it is truly a hidden gem, but pretty much the worst kept secret. It's just minutes away from Trafalgar Square between Charing Cross and Embankment stations. Gordon's is actually famous for its vaulted candlelight cellar with oak barrels filled with sherries and ports. Walls are covered with old photographs, newspaper clippings of historic events, and I'm putting it on the list because it's so popular for locals and tourists. I frequent it often, and it's definitely a place that if you're coming to visit me, I'm definitely going to offer to take you by. It's got a fair amount of outdoor seating under heated awnings that provide an all-year-round alfresco experience. Along with world-class wines, you can enjoy sharing board snacks and homemade dishes. Next, let's head southwest to Wandsworth, where we'll feature the County Arms. This big, stately pub dominates the north end of Trinity Road. The beer garden is serene with deck chairs, faux turf, big leafy planters offering privacy and shade, and outdoor heaters and parasols for the unpredictable weather. There's also a dedicated summer barbecue station outside to complement the menu of bar snacks and gastropub nosh. If you want to pass on food, there's also plenty of options for great beers, with several on tap with other drinks, including a bit of bubbly. When we're allowed back inside, you can enjoy the deep armchairs and leather sofas in front of cozy fireplaces as well. Staying south of the river, I'm going to feature the Four Thieves in Battersea. This spot has its own microbrewery and they distill their own gin. They even keep an escape room in the basement. Located in a beautifully renovated Victorian palace, it is full of wall-mounted taxidermy, scuffed wooden floors, and beautiful vintage tiling. Aside from their own distilled gin, the 45 gins they offer, they have a range of more exotic tonics, so there's plenty of options to discover. And of course, they make today's list for their outdoor space, also known as the Gin Yard. It's a large area ideal for sipping spirits from the extensive menu, and there's a canopy so you don't have to scamper away if it's raining. And finally, we're going to give a shout out to the Rose Pub, which is considered by many Fulham Village's ideal pub. It's situated just off of King's Road and is the go-to place for Fulham and Chelsea residents. It serves up local beers, a curated selection of wines, and interesting cocktails. Relaxed and comfortable surroundings. The beer garden is one of the best in the area and is covered in greens and rose bushes, so it makes for a perfect place to spend your day during the summer. And it's even covered and heated during the colder months too. There's a water feature and flowering shrubs, so a perfect way to relax. Here you can enjoy a cocktail, glass of wine, or beer any time of day. You can also sample the freshly prepared meals or delicious platters. So what did you think of today's video? Did you have a favorite, or maybe you can check out all 7? There's definitely plenty of options throughout the city for you to have a drink outside. But as soon as things do open up, we'll make sure to feature another video about some of the best places to have a great meal in different parts of the city. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to know more about living in the city or discovering London, I've got a great relocation guide that's free to download, and will include the information in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out the other videos on my YouTube channel where I share great things about the London property market and living in this incredible city. So that's Arinzeh with Onyx Property Team and Keller Williams. Bye for now.